Hello guys, welcome to my channel where anybody can trade, and this is the one step ahead. The main purpose of this video and main purpose of this live streaming is to help you identifying the trend of the markets and how these indicators and oscillators will help you to identify the trend of the market in a Indian stock market, and mostly it might be helpful to you to trade into the market. And this is an educational channel, not into directly you need to after listening this concept you can go with your trading skills and all. You do not do any kind of trade because this is the educational channel, because each and every concept whatever I will tell you, it requires more additional concepts, means to enter into the trading of any kind of stocks or indices or any kind of commodities in a stock market. Okay, learn clearly uh, whatever the sessions I will post here, and I will go live with this session. So learn first, then do some kind of paper works, paper trading. We can say do some paper trading, and lots of people and lots of brokerage firms have already providing some demo, demo money trading facilities such as Sensible, and lots of other apps also. You can able to do demo trading as well. Use my concept in demo trading. If you're that much strong enough, your understanding and your technical skills is developed, then only you can use the real money and use some good brokerage demat account from the demat account provider companies, and then trade it. So today's topic is one of the main important indicator called as the pivot point concept. So what it is that the pivot points. So how does this pivot point works actually? Okay, so how does this pivot point works? So what can I say about these trading markets? Okay, so before entering into the market, and before giving the concept of this market, identifying one more thing is that identifying the market trends is the main important thing. No doubt this is an old concept of this is an old concept where identifying the stock market, where to go, where the market will go ahead. Okay, and where the market is means halting, and how much level up it can go upward direction, how much downside it can reach, and what is the trend decider point. Okay, so these are the things I will discuss today. So what does this pivot point concept? I will I'm starting right now. Okay, so what does this pivot point specifies? This is an, we can say this is the trend decided point, where this is the trend decided point where the market's trend will tell you. We can say this is a trend decided level where it decides where the market will proceed whether buy or sell. When the current market price, in short, what I am trying to tell, when the current market price is above the pivot point, then the trend is positive, means buy trend. When the current price is below the pivot point, then the trend is negative. So it has generally two kinds of, like we can say, it has generally two kinds of analysis. But one you can do by mathematical calculation, you can go with the analysis, or else you can go with by or else you can go with the inbuilt trending analysis indicator like pivot point in your zero the broken in your zero the or any other sub broker firms. Okay, you can go with using this trend analysis indicators. Okay, so how does this this uh, indicator uh, calculated, and we can use it? So I will give you the live example on that. Okay, so I am saying sharing my all the details like of this. Let us analyze today's session. Okay. So now I will tell you. Okay. So now let me tell you. This is the investment. What is the concept? Now, okay, so I'm reviewing everything right now. This is my zero the brokerage account. So now what I am doing right now. So this is my zero the brokerage account. So randomly I choose one Indus India Bank stocks and I choose to analyze this one. So just coming this, the graph will look like that. Okay. Now what I will do, I have to do that identify the trend of this market of Indus India Bank. So you can use multiple time frames here. So for your better understanding purpose, I am using this 15 minutes of charts. So 15 minutes chart and time frames. So what is the topic today is a pivot point concept. So what I will do is a pivot point. If I use here, you will get some pivot points like that. Just click on that. And for your better understanding purpose, and I'm just making resistance. What are the resistance are the yellow colors, so it will glass you. I mean, it will highlight you clearly. Okay, level means how much downside level can go. I'm just making them in red color so that it will clearly identify, help you to identify. This is the white in color. This is called as the pivot point. Okay. After that, you will get it alone right there. So this is called pivot point. The white line is called as the pivot line. What it is called? Pivot point, or we can say pivot level. Okay, what it does, it is a trend decider line technically. Okay, no need to worry for that. I will give you the notes of this indicator as well. So now see, I just use 15 minutes of time frame and I have shown you what does this indicator means. So this white line indicates that this is a pivot line. This is my trend decider line. Okay, and the yellow line is showing your resistance levels. Okay, R1, we can let it say R1. How much can go upside, and this is called as a R2. It can go maximum upper side level limit, and more also it can go. So I can just mark it as a R3, that it can go more upside. Okay, so it is R3. So there are three levels of marking this one. Okay, these are the three resistance levels that market can go upwards, upside. Okay, now this is the support level S1. This is the S2. How much more downside can go? Okay, and this is S3. How much maximum it can go? In generally, we can use the three support lines or three resistance lines, because this is the maximum level of oversold level if it is in sell zone, and this is in maximum upper limit is R3, which is overbought zone. Okay, let me clearly that what does this pivot point indicates, and how we will identify these all these things, how we learn. So how we can decide that the market trend is a buy trend or in market trend is in sell? As I told you that given little bit information about that, if the current market price is above the pivot point, then the trend is in buy trend. Okay, if the current market price, then it the trend is in buy trend. Okay. Now in this scenario, on the 11th of this July, so what does it is showing when the market is open nearby at 9:15 a.m. So the current market price was above the pivot point and it is sustained above the pivot point for 15 minutes. and this indicated that trend is in buy trend. Okay, so I let me explain you detail clearly. So this is the current market price. We can say LTP, latest trading price. Okay, this is the pivot point or line, pivot point or pivot line. Okay, now in this scenario, see what is happening. Current price lies above the pivot point, means the trend is in buying side. Okay, understood my point? What does it means? If the current market price lies above the pivot point, the trend is in buy trend. So it can move to your resistance level 1. It can move. It can go to the resistance level 1. Okay. It can go to the R2 level as well. It can go to R2, means resistance level 2. Okay. It can go resistance level your 3 as well, depending upon the strength of the market, how much it can go maximum upper side. Okay, so these are the three levels that it can go from your entry points, means above the pivot, wherever you want to enter it. Okay, now see, after reaching, after struggling of the entire whole, okay, market ended near around at 315. Generally market closes at 330, but if you are dealing with the intraday, then it closes at around 315 market, and your position will be squared up. Okay, so now see, in general, the concept it is, if it is lies above the pivot point, then trend is will be the buy trend, and market can reach, market can go your R1 level, R2 level, and R3 level. Okay, it is not like that blindly you can do trade. If it is showing the market above the pivot point, and market can go to the resistance 3 level, and you can blindly buy. It's not like that. Sometimes what happens, market can go reach your first target, then it can go bounce back like that. It has happened here. Reach your R1 target and then came down. Morning time it reached R1, it reached R2 as well, and again went down. Again it came up to the R1 level, and again it came down, again came up the R1 level. Okay, so why it is happening? This might be at morning time. It is in oversold, overbought zone. Might be in overbought zone. So there is a maximum chances bounce back chances will be there. Okay, so once it went to overbought zone, go to the oversold level, then here is the oversold level again, and sustain above the pivot. So again started the buying trend. Understanding clearly what is exactly happening here. So what does I mentioning clearly, the overbought zone and oversold zone? Pivot point is a trend decided indicator, not your trading indicator that you can go with the regularly buy trend and sell trend. You can go with the buying blindly, or you can go with the selling rate. Yes, it's 100%. If the market price is above your pivot point, then the trend will be the buy trend, and it will reach R1, R2, R3. But some other parameters also is available in your trend indicators. There are lots of more indicators are available to identify your overbought level, overbought level, and oversold level. When the market is reached your overbought level, then 100% market can bounce back. At the meantime, market may reach so R1 level, or may reach R2 level, or may reach your R3 level. Okay, now in this case, what happens in the morning scenario? Market opened, gap up opened, and it reached an R2 level, which was overbought level, and again went down. Understood? It not even reach your R3 level. Okay, pivot point helps you identify the current market trend, but other parameters such as your RSI, scarf, stochastic, these indicators will help you where to exit from the market. If it is in overbought zone and if it is in oversold zone, again what to do, what next step you need to do. It will go accordingly your trend analysis. I will explain you in my next video what is overbought zone, what is oversold level, and what are the indicators you need to use it properly. Okay, I will explain you everything. So today is the day for the R1, R2, R3 level, like resistance levels of pivot points and resistance support level of the support level of the market. Okay, so pivot point has generally two types of categories. As I told you that above the if the current market price is above the pivot point, then the trend is in buy trend and it can go R1, R2, R3. What if the trend line is if the trend is going downside below the pivot point, then how much it can go downside? It definitely will reach uh, S1 level, S2 level, S3 level. Okay, it has as like buyers level R1, R2, R3. Similarly, seller also have some levels. It can go maximum S1, S2, S3, right? So you are not dealing with any physical product here. So you are buying, you are doing analysis for the price movement. So you can do both buying and selling by using this pivot point concepts. This is not only one parameter that you can use daily, you have to use definitely with other parameters, such as if you go with the studies here, it will show you some more indicators, 30 to 40 more indicators are still there, so you can go with. I will come in my next videos what is happening. Okay, now this is the case of what is the case one is pivot point buying level, buying analysis. Okay, this is called as a buying trend analysis. Now we'll see our, now what we will see, this is the buying trend analysis. Now we will see what is the inverted, means like negative other situations. What is other situation? In this scenario, the current price is above the pivot point, so we decide to go the buy trend. Okay, I will come to previous days, which is on date 9th as well. Okay, on date 9. See here, this was the 11th of July and this is the 9th of July. So see, the pivot point is here. Okay, now the current market price, it was here below the pivot. For example, the current market price is here, current market price, which is below your pivot. So as I told you that if the current market price is below your pivot point, then market will reach your downside level. Means S1, this is called S1 level. Okay, second support S2, so do third support as well. It should be there. This is called S3 level. Okay, so now the trend is in below pivot point, so the trend is in sell trend. Trend is in selling side. Market may move S1, S2 and S3 depending upon the oversold levels. If market reaches oversold S1 and it is showing oversold, then anytime it can bounce back. See now what is happened here. When the market on the 9th of July, when the market went, it was at pivot point level below, above means below the market price was below the pivot, market went down and it reaches maximum S1, and it might be in your oversold zone. That's why it went up. On the next day, the same day, market after reaching this one, and after it again it reached here. That means it is now become your oversold zone, and maximum on the 9th of July, it reached around support level 2, which was oversold level, and market has been stopped. This is called oversold level. That is why. So how to identify the oversold levels? I will tell you what are the indicators you need to see, so that exit. We know that below the pivot point, market can go S1, S2, and S3. It can go more below S3 as well, but depend upon your overbought level and oversold level should be there. Overbought level should be there. You should be aware of this oversold level and overbought level. Okay. Now, when the market reaches your S2 level and it is showing the oversold level, definitely it will give you the bounce back on the next day, and then buying and selling of the market. Okay. So what does this session? I wanted to tell you about this pivot point concept. Observe clearly, if the current market price is completely lies above your pivot point, then only buy and use your overbought and overbought level concept to exit from the market and buy it. If the current price is below the pivot point, then the trend will be the sell. It can go to the maximum level S1, S2, S3, means provided by supported by your oversold levels. Okay, so market has some certain standard levels, like it can reach maximum level, max to max intraday levels, and it can move down maximum level till S3. So we will not decide where to the market go. It will, the indicator will tell you clearly that yes, this is the oversold level and this is the overbought level. So I hope this concept of pivot point will help you to clarify your doubts and regarding the trend analysis of the market. More indicator analysis I will provide you the more in more sessions. Okay. Remember one thing: I am uploading this all these things because of because to identify, to know the clear idea about this market trends. Okay. And this one is for your educational purpose. And before trading anything, you just go thoroughly my video as well to your technical analyzer, your brokers as well, and then only you can start doing trading on that. Till then, you can use it for paper trading, or you can use the demo account, demo trading app also available. Okay. So just search in Google and just use this concept for demo trading level. If you are thought that you are imperfect, then you can use it pivot point concept. Apart from, you have to use some overbought level and oversold level indicators as well. I will upload in the next session. Okay. So I hope this is the concept that helped you, and it helped you to identify the trend of the market. Okay. And see you in the next session. Okay. And mathematically as well, one more thing I need to tell you, that mathematically also we can calculate the pivot point levels and resistance levels and this support level as. So how we can, I will teach you, I will tell you what does it specifies. Okay. So what is this pivot point mathematically calculation? I will upload this on my channel as well. You can just note it down. Pivot point is equal to open, high, low plus previous close. Added these four parameters, divided by 4, you will find out the pivot point. And the resistances will be calculated by R1 equal to 2 into pivot point minus low, R2 equal to pivot point plus high minus low. You need to calculate the brackets first, then add it. Okay. Then now this R3 is the high plus 2 into pivot point minus low. You need to calculate pivot point minus low first, multiplied by 2, then high. Similarly, what is the support levels? S1 equal to 2 into pivot point minus high. Support equal to pivot point minus high minus low. Calculate the high minus low first, then subtract it from the pivot points. Then high minus pivot point multiplied by 2, and which is the result will be subtracted from the low. You will find it the S3 as well. This is the mathematical calculation that I given here, and more things that I will upload in coming session. Just go through my notes, and you can use it through uh, use it in for paper trading only. Okay, so I hope this session will help you, and if any doubt, you can comment on my next box and the chat box, or in comment and ask and DM me for more to clear more doubts. Okay, and have a great day. Thank you.